Myself, M. Rajavelu, Department of EEE. So in this video, load test on DC series motor. So what are the apparatus required in this experiment? One ammeter in the range of 0 to 30 amps. Then one voltmeter in the range of 0 to 300 voltage. One tachometer to measure the speed of the motor. This is the circuit diagram of load test on DC series motor. As per the circuit diagram, the connections are made by using 2-point starter to start the DC motor. Before starting the experiment, the DC motor should be started and stopped with the initial load, because the speed equation of DC motor is N is directly proportional to E, inversely proportional to pi, and the flux phi is directly proportional to I. So in this DC series motor, at the time of starting, the flux value is minimum. Flux is minimum. So the current I is also minimum. As per our speed equation of DC series motor, when the flux is minimum, the speed will be maximum. So at the time of starting, the motor will rotate at high dangerous speed. So to avoid this situation, the DC series motor should start at some initial load. To start the experiment, so as per circuit diagram, the connections are made. Then close the DPST switch, and by using 2-point starter to start the DC motor. Then take the first readings: ammeter, voltmeter, speed of the motor, and spring balance S1, S2. Then increase the load of the DC series motor. The corresponding meters to be taken up to when it reaches the rated current of the DC series motor. As per precautions, to start, before starting the experiment, some initial load is given. By using 2-point starter, now take the first readings of the DC motor. The ammeter is 6.5 and the voltmeter is 210. The DC motor is 2012. The voltmeter is 210. The current is 6.5. Spring balance reading is 1.158. The speed of the DC series motor is 2012. Now again, to increase the load of the DC motor, so again reading will be taken now. Again the voltmeter reading is 210. The current is 7.5. The speed of the motor is 1868. The same procedure to follow to take the 5 readings. So after finishing the readings, to switch off the DC series motor, so again the load should be reduced. So to switch off the motor, some initial load is present. After taking these readings, going to calculate radius of brake drum. So for this, to take the circumference of the brake drum, I get circumference of the brake drum is 61 centimeter. Then next to determine the radius of brake drum, R equal to circumference divided by 2 pi. So therefore 61 divided by 2 pi, I get radius of brake drum is 0.1 meter. Then the formula for torque T equal to difference of S1 S2 into 9.81 into radius of brake drum. Then to determine the input power, PI equal to VL IL in watts. Then output power P naught equal to 2 pi nt divided by 60 watts. Efficiency equal to output power by input power into 100. So by using this formula, I get torque value, output power value, input power and the efficiency of the DC series motor. So from this tabular column, I am going to conclude the speed of the DC motor from initial load to full load condition is the speed variation is much longer compared to shunt motor. So here initial from the light load condition having 2500 rpm and light load condition having 1400 rpm. So here the speed variation is, so for this reason the DC series motor is also called as variable speed motor. Then the performance characteristics of DC series motor is two characteristics, mechanical characteristics and electrical characteristics. So this is our model graph. This is our model graph of DC series motor, electrical characteristics and mechanical characteristics. I get the same graph for mechanical characteristics drawn between torque versus speed, and the electrical characteristics drawn between the x-axis taken from output power and y-axis is taken the various torque, speed, line current and efficiency. So this is the performance characteristics of DC series motor. So before going to applications of DC series motor, the torque equation of DC series motor is, the torque is directly proportional to square of the armature current. So a small variation of armature current, the torque is high. So the DC series motor having the high starting torque. So because of these two reasons, one for variable speed, then another one for high starting torque. So because of these two readings, the DC series motor is applicable for locomotive or traction purpose or suburban trains, then crane, conveyors, etc. Thank you for watching the video.